I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I absolutely am obsessed with short video, and specifically today we're talking mostly about TikTok. But you can put this on any other platforms that are out there. It's been a true pleasure of building my business on these platforms, and so today I am going to give you everything I've got to give on how to use short form video for your business and why it's taken off. It will be lots of information, and we just want to make sure that you stay to the end so I can help you to skyrocket your business using short form video and doing it faster than I did. Because when I started, I felt like I was 95 years old. I'm 40, but I felt so old because I couldn't figure it out. And we're going to help you to be able to make this happen a lot faster. Okay. How to use short form video to grow your business. And so, of course, this is me. I am Keenya Kelly. If you want to find me on any social media, it's all Keenya Kelly. You can go to my website, KeenyaKelly.com, and that will actually lead you to all the different places. I have a podcast and all the things. Now, in this session, we're going to cover why short form video is the king and queen, why TikTok works for your business, building a content plan for your business. So with the average attention span of between 8 to 12 seconds, it's important as business owners to learn how to communicate a message quickly. So what does that mean? What that means is that, the way we've always done marketing has worked, right? We've used internet, we've used radio, television, and all these different mediums. But with what has happened in the world today, our attention span is just a lot shorter. So we are watching things a lot less. We are not like, if you're not entertaining us to some degree, we are scrolling away, we are turning the channel or whatever. But because that is our attention span, this is why short form video is a big thing. So short video allows a potential customer to get a sample of your company's message, inviting them to either watch more of your videos or take action with you. Now, typically, when someone watches one short video of yours, if they enjoyed it, they will begin binge watching your content. Now, this in turn often will cause them to not only follow your page, but potentially go to your clickable link. So I'll give you some examples. So for me, before I ever started using short form video, we were focusing on teaching people how to strategically build their brands online. And I got started in 2016, I believe it was, on Periscope, when Periscope was out. Any of y'all familiar with Periscope or use Periscope? That was my jam. And so I was teaching on Periscope, which was great. I would teach every day for about 30 to 45 minutes, do lots of Q&A, and then I would sell my products and services. Then Facebook Live came about, and I started doing Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, and all those. And they worked really well, right? But over the years, it became like that wasn't sustainable because that was really long pieces of content every single day, plus trying to run my business, trying to hire people, all the things. And if my audience didn't have a full 1 hour to consume my content, then I could lose them. And so when I looked at what was happening with short form video, I realized, this is a whole different way of doing things. This is like, when I look at something like TikTok and a short video, for me, it reminds me of Super Bowl Sunday, where you've got these short, quick, creative pieces of content, and you put your marketing message out there. A person is able to take in that little bit and either want more from you or not, right? And either way, they didn't waste a whole 30 minutes or an hour per se, and you didn't waste all that time because it's just short pieces of content that work really well, okay? Now, also, shorter video also cause your audience to get to the end of the video. Now, what do I mean by that? Just like I was saying that typically when I was doing Facebooks and Periscope Lives and Instagram Lives, some people would stay there the whole time if they had the whole time available to devote to me. But majority of people did not. Some people would come in at the end or in the middle or only watch the beginning and then have to leave. But shorter pieces of content, 15 seconds or 30-second videos, allows a person to watch the entire video. Right? So whatever message you have, whatever call to action you have, a short piece of content lets them get all of that. Okay. Now, this is really key, especially with the way that the TikTok algorithm works and a lot of other short video platforms work, because these platforms are looking for like a few things to push out your content, right? Number one, did they watch your video all the way to the end? Number two, did they re-watch your video? Number three, did they save the video? Number four, did they share the video? Okay. And then lastly, all those are not necessarily required, but are heavily weighed on TikTok. Now, let me break this down just a little bit before you guys are like, what is happening? Okay. So I know you're probably saying to yourself, okay, so I see some of the things that are happening out there, but break it down for me even the more. Okay. Let me break it down for you even the more. So right now, what's happening on social media, right? We all know that there's lots of different ways to market your business, but specifically today, we're talking about social media marketing and then short video marketing, okay? So typically we would, do a Facebook Live or Instagram Live or a post or whatever, right? And because of our attention span being 8 to 10 seconds, we kind of are on social media for entertainment, right? We want to be entertained, or we want to get some information, some news, or something like that. But short video has come about and says, okay, here is a way to share your message. Whether you're selling a product or service, or you're trying to raise funds for something, or you're sharing some news, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, or something like that, whatever your thing is, short video has came about as a way of giving you an opportunity to share your message in a bite-sized piece of content, a bite-sized format, okay? And it's organic, right? Now, don't get me wrong, ads and all that's coming into play, but right now we're talking about organic. And so when people say, well, how in the world are people doing these big things on TikTok? How in the world are people growing so fast? It's because as these platforms have created short form video, there's this thing called the algorithm we've all have been hearing about for years. And with, let's just say, TikTok in general, people have been able to come onto the TikTok platform, right? Create a short message, whatever that message is, whether that was a dance, a trend, or whatever, or business like what I do. We've been able to come onto the platform and take what normally would be a 30-minute video on Facebook or Instagram, turn it into a 15-second clip about just one bullet point, and give a call to action to follow or go to my website or purchase this product, whatever it is that we've done, right? And because the way that the algorithms work, it pushes out your content like crazy to your targeted demographic. Now, why is that so powerful? Because traditionally, like through social media, we've had to pay for that, right? We've had to go into Facebook Ads Manager or Instagram Ads Manager and say, send this to female between this age, and we've had to point it out and then pay for it, right? Still works, I still use ads. But when you are on a place like TikTok, and you've got this piece of content and you have created it and you put it on the platform, TikTok searches through and says, okay, based upon what this video is about, who you are, the type of content you normally put out, and then your keywords you put in your video, TikTok takes a piece of content and sends it directly to the people that will be interested in your content, right? I remember when I first got onto the TikTok platform, I created a piece of content and it was talking about how I went through divorce 6 years ago. And instead of me being angry and all that, I went to therapy and I wrote a book, right? And so I showed my book in this video. The video had to have been between 7 to 8 seconds. It was not long at all. Well, guess what? In my description, I was kind of talking to people that have gone through divorce, trying to encourage them. They can start over again and they can build a successful business, right? Well, the video goes viral, right? 1 million views on this video. And I'm getting all of these orders for my book, right? Then I'm getting all these notices from Amazon and Kindle and Audible of people purchasing my book. Well, what happened? I created a small piece of content talking about something I've gone through, something I had to offer, and the amount of money I've been able to generate from it, and people that were interested in what I was talking about in that video, and then content like that went and took an action, okay? So when we talk about what is short video, what is it doing, and how do we use it for our business, this is what I'm talking about, okay? And so when you just start thinking about the conversation that we're having today, I really want you thinking about, okay, here's who I am. Here's what I have to offer people. Here is my audience. And here is what a platform like TikTok, by using short video, can do for me and my business. So let's keep going. So in this video here, I'm on the TikTok platform, and what I'm trying to do is attract businesses to the platform. I teach people how to make more money online. And so I have been on the TikTok platform trying to attract more business people that are there just scrolling and consuming content, how to build their businesses on TikTok, right? So in this video, what you're going to see in just a second, I call this direct to camera teaching. All right. And this is where I teach my bite-sized piece of content that I was just talking about for 15 to 60 seconds, and sometimes invite viewers to either ask questions or what have you. Okay. Sometimes in my video, I will say, purchase this or get this free tool. Other times I may say, follow me on Instagram, or I have this thing in my bio, click here. Okay. So I want to let you guys watch this so you can get an example of kind of what this looks like just as a direct to camera teaching. And one of the reasons why I showed you this video is because I guarantee you, if this is you, I want you to type TikTok in the comments. If you have seen a TikTok video that has not been business related, it's been goofy or dancing or something funny, and you said to yourself, I don't really know if TikTok is for me. If that's you and that's been your experience, just type the word TikTok in the comments, and that so we can all relate to like what your experience is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you, this is how one of the ways that I market on a TikTok platform to businesses for my business. Okay. Okay. Let's watch this. What I think TikTok is going to do for businesses with the opportunity of being able to promote your videos, I think that's the first step towards TikTok giving more people more visibility. Yes, it costs money to promote yourself, but TikTok is a business, so of course they want to make money. I think what they're doing is trying to draw more people to the platform that are business owners, because business owners still don't get it. So if you're a business on TikTok, now is a time for you to really, really, really be doubling down on understanding your target audience and showing up consistently. Okay, so every single day when I'm on the TikTok platform, sometimes I'm teaching direct to camera just like that in a small bite-sized piece of content. And I'm specifically talking to business people. So not people who are not interested in the kind of content. And I'm trying to, in this video, convince people of why you need to market your business on TikTok. Then you may say, why would you do that? You don't own TikTok. Well, I teach people how to market their businesses through our courses, right? So if I'm presenting myself in this mode, teaching people how to build their businesses, guess what happens? People go to the comment sections. They start asking me more questions about TikTok for business. They start clicking on my links. They start following me on Instagram because they want more help, right? Which is what happened to us. In a matter of less than 2 years, we've been able to make well over $500,000 from the TikTok platform, teaching people on TikTok that are there consuming content because they want to be entertained, how to market their businesses there. Okay. All right, let's move on. So next, we're going to talk about, again, why TikTok works for businesses. So social media typically starts out as a place of entertainment, all right? Just like Facebook and Instagram, it was pure entertainment and it was connecting you with long lost friends. But now it has become a major advertising tool for businesses. TikTok is the exact same thing. The thing is that TikTok is completely different from all other social media platforms. Now let's talk about this a little bit. So 10 or so years ago, when Facebook first came out, you had to have a college email address in order to be on Facebook, right? You could not be 40 years old, right? You had to have a college email address, right? And that's who they drew to the platform initially. Now, but let's think about this from a business standpoint, right? When Mark Zuckerberg and his friends created a social networking platform, yeah, they wanted to social network, but they wanted to build a sustainable, profitable, revenue generating business, right? So they had this idea. And then they launched the concept out to a certain group of people first to get them onto the platform, addicted, quote unquote, to the platform, doing it, making it a part of their everyday life. And then they rolled it out to more people over time, and then more people, more people, more people. And then they introduced advertising, right? So they got millions and millions of people onto the platform, even billions of people onto the platform, right? And then introduced advertising. Then we as business people were able to come in and start marketing our messages to all the people that were there on the platform. Well, when TikTok got started, but I don't know how many years ago it got started, they marketed to young people, right? And so it was originally Musically, I think it was called, and they were dancing, singing, and things of that nature, right? Well, they kept doing that and kept doing that and kept doing that. And what ended up happening when coronavirus hit, at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, we were all looking for a way of escape. And we found TikTok, right? And so we started to go onto TikTok and started consuming content that was fun, funny, to get away from everything that was going on Facebook and then just the world in general because of everything that was happening. Right. But also what I feel like TikTok did, I feel like TikTok had the intention on reaching the businesses anyway, but I don't think that they had the plan that what was going to happen in 2020 would happen as fast as it did for them, where it drew millions of people to the platform. So then TikTok started to introduce like how businesses could market themselves on the platform. But most people were like, no, this place is just for kids. It's just goofy and whatever. And so, but for me, I'm really glad that I pray because I heard God tell me to market my business on TikTok. And so I started in 2020 and just started like creating content. I didn't know how to quite do it. I didn't understand all the buttons and in the culture and all that type of stuff. But I said, well, I don't really understand it, but it doesn't mean that I won't start doing it. And so I just started doing it and started kind of figuring it out as I went. And the more I created creative pieces of content on the platform that was a part of the culture that was going on with TikTok, we started to grow. And in a year, we hit 400,000 followers teaching business. Now, I'm not talking about doing all the other stuff on the platform, teaching business. And then we started booking one-on-one call, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, and then being flown all over the world teaching TikTok for business. And so now TikTok has rolled out all of this stuff, all these partnerships with like Shopify, Ecwid, BigCommerce, Vimeo, all these different people, because why? It started out as a place for young people, but they had the intention as a business to make it a multi-billion-dollar business. And so when we look at where you are right now in your business, to be able to get into a place like TikTok and get this massive organic reach, you're like in a really big moment right now. Okay. So I want to show you another way that some of the businesses are advertising on TikTok. It's fun, it's creative, it's simple, it's easy. It doesn't require like high production or anything like that. Okay. And so while millions of people are spending hours and hours scrolling TikTok's For You page, like I said earlier, paid ads are now appearing on TikTok that look exactly like normal content on TikTok. Now, let me explain this a little bit. So TikTok, when I say the For You page, like if you think about Facebook has basically two pages. One, your page, right? Where you see only your content, your profile and all that. Then the second page is like the Facebook feed. These are the people that you have followed their pages or you have accepted a friend request from, right? And then, of course, you'll see ads in your feed. Well, TikTok has a bunch of different pages, right? Not a bunch, but let's just say 5 different pages. And one of the main pages is called the For You page, all right? And what the For You page is where when you get onto the TikTok platform, TikTok will ask you, like, what are your interests? And you click on a couple things you're interested in, right? And then they start sending you content on the For You page for you. So based off of what you said you were interested in, they're going to start sending you videos. And if you start watching certain videos all the way to the end, you're telling TikTok, send me more of that. So if you sell financial credit services and you're producing content on TikTok, it's going to go onto the For You page. And then TikTok is going to feed it to someone for them on the For You page that is interested in some type of financial credit restoration, right? So if a person keeps searching for financial stuff, watching a lot of videos, and that's what you do, then TikTok is going to serve it up to them over and over and over again because they know that this person is interested in that. And so they're going to watch your content. So that's a huge opportunity for you because they told TikTok what they wanted, so that it's going to send it to them. And then the same thing goes for you. Now, as it pertains to what's happening with advertising, is advertising on TikTok is looking exactly the same as the regular content on TikTok because it's a part of the culture, and then it works really, really, really well. So I want you guys to watch this ad real quick.
These are my top 3 bold matte lipsticks. First, we have Tamar, which is a peachy pink, and then we have Pepper, which is a shocking red. And lastly, we have High Key, which is a bright orange. Shop now at carity.com.
Very simple. 15 seconds. Only thing we're seeing on the screen is the little girls or the person's, their lipstick, her arm, and then that's it. She shot that from her living room, and so listen, I interviewed recently, what was it? I think it was 2 weeks ago. I did an interview on a platform, and I interviewed 3 business owners on TikTok. And all of them were like in their 20s, and they had something and they started just talking about it on TikTok, and it hit the For You page. Well, overnight, their videos went viral and their businesses exploded. One young girl is still in college, and her parents and all her friends and her cousins had to all come to her parents' house to help package all of these products. Because why? Because people were on TikTok looking for what it is that she did. And when she posted that video, TikTok took that piece of content and said, they want it, we're going to send it to them, right? And people watched it and then started buying, watched it and started buying. And that is the power of what's happening right now on TikTok, okay? So also, the TikTok For You page is probably one of the greatest organic assets to your business because, like I said earlier, it pushes out your content organically to those that they they believe would be interested in viewing it for free, right? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't mind paying for ads. But if TikTok is going to push out my business content for free, I am going to let them. Okay? I am going to let them, right? And so again, I use paid ads. I do networking and all the things, but I'm like, if they're going to push out my content every single day for free, then I'm going to give it to them to push out, okay? And one of the ways that you're able to target, because I know that's your question, is how do I actually target the person I want to target? Well, it's your hashtags, okay? So hashtags on TikTok do a couple of things. So for example, if I'm teaching business tips, right, and I want to reach business people, then I'm going to use hashtag business owner, TikTok business owner, new business owner, small business owner, things of that nature. And what happens is that when you use a particular hashtag on TikTok, TikTok sends it to a group of people. TikTok will send it to anyone that has used the hashtag small business, similar to what I did, right? That has used the hashtag or has watched and engaged with a piece of content on TikTok that use that hashtag. So every time I use hashtag small business, it's pushing content to anybody on TikTok with a business or that has engaged with something about a business. And that is how I reach my target audience all the time. Like when I had content about divorce and I want to reach female divorcees to help them with a business, I would use hashtag divorcee, ex-wife, ex-wives, things of that nature to target them to say, hey, I was where you are or where you've been. I was able to overcome, and here's the business that I built. I want to help you do the exact same thing. And every single time I put out a piece of content like that, my comment section is filled with that. My DMs are filled with those people, and then they end up hiring me to help them build their businesses. Okay. Another reason why TikTok works for your business is because the TikTok For You page is probably one of the, wait, I already did that. Sorry, it copied. Okay. The next thing is that your organic content resonates with an engaged community, right? So when we look at what is happening on the TikTok platform, like the way people interact on TikTok is something I have never experienced, right? So if I post one video on TikTok, I can come back a week later and I can have 100 comments or 200 comments or 100,000 likes or whatever on a video. If I post that same video onto Facebook, I may get 5 comments, maybe. And so what happens on TikTok is there's just the way that people engage with the platform is just different. People follow and like and comment and share and engage and ask questions like, something I've never experienced before. And you may say, well, why is that beneficial to my business? Well, for a lot of reasons. Number one, this is where consumers are going to talk about brands, good and bad. So what does that mean? That means that if you're posting content about your business and you've got a great product and you've got great customer reviews and people on TikTok like your business or whatever it is you're offering, they're going to be in your comment section. They're going to be talking and engaging, saying, oh yeah, I remember I got this from her. I got this from him. And this was great. And this was, I worked with him on this, right? And you've got all these people that are there engaging all the time because that is what people do on TikTok, right? But also, let's just say, and nobody wants the bad stuff, but let's say you've got some bad reviews or people have some constructive feedback for you, where you're able to get the constructive feedback live right there on the platform. So it's really an opportunity for you to understand your customer, but also get lots of reviews and engagement and all that, okay? And it's also a really great place to just listen to your audience. Like sometimes I'll ask my audience, I'll post something and I'll say, well, what is something that I haven't taught on TikTok you want to learn about? Or what is something that you're struggling with in your business? And in the comment section, it will give me content ideas for the next couple of days. It will give me creative ideas for different products that I could offer that I'm not already offering. Or if I am offering a product, how to actually enhance that particular product based upon what everybody is saying in my comment section, okay? So the last thing that we're going to talk about is building a content plan for your TikTok account. So whether you're using TikTok or using Instagram Reels or any other short form platform, it's going to be important that you have some type of content plan. Now, I know that this could feel a little bit daunting because potentially you haven't been looking at short form video, right? Potentially you've already been doing marketing this way, and this way still works. But you're saying to yourself, okay, we know that this is happening. We can see it happening. Keenya, I'm listening to you. I'm hearing you. But where do we start with all this? Okay. Well, before you start creating content on TikTok, it's important for you to determine who you're going to serve and how you're going to serve them, right? So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that creating content on any platform has to be strategic and not sporadic, right? So what does that mean? So if you're saying to yourself, okay, we as a business are going to start creating short form video for our business, and we're going to use TikTok for it. Well, what you have to do is you have to determine, okay, who are we targeting? Now, typically, you're going to be targeting the same people you've been targeting, right? You're not going to change. Like if you have a certain audience on Facebook or for your brand in general, those are the same people that you're going to talk to when you're on the TikTok platform, right? Now, you may have this inclination or thinking or feeling that you've got to talk to a younger audience, or that you've got to be drastically different than how you've always been. But the thing to understand is that that's not the case, right? Like my target audience are people that own a business that are in their 30s and up, right? So they own a business and they're in their 30s and up. They like social media and they will actively promote their businesses using social media, including video marketing, right? So when we came over to the TikTok platform, we didn't change our audience. We didn't start creating products for people that were in their early 20s because that's not our target demographic. We love them, but that's not our targeted demographic. So when you come to TikTok, you're still targeting your same people. You're just targeting them in a creative, strategic way. Okay, so you're just targeting them in a creative, strategic way. All right. So one of the first things you want to do to create a content plan is you want to create what I call a brain dump. Okay. Now that's regarding everything you know about your niche as well as your target audience, right? So what do I mean when I say a brain dump? So I know a lot about building a business, marketing a business, and social media. So one of the first things I've done in my business was what I called a brain dump. So I pull out my phone and I pull up my notes and I write down every single thing that I know about building a business, right? Every single thing I know about social media, like just in little bitty bullet points. I'm not talking about these long paragraphs, but just in bullet points, right? Then I write down my target audience, who they are. And I write down, okay, who is my audience? What do they struggle with? What do they need? And I just, all these bullet points of a brain dump. Now, a brain dump normally has a lot of stuff because you know so much about your business, right? About what it is that you do. Now, sometimes when people do brain dumps, they keep it very high level, thinking that they got to keep it high level. But it's really important to know that what you know is not normal to somebody else. Okay. What you know is not normal to someone else. Now, what do I mean by that? So although my little outfit is cute, my makeup's cute, whatever today, you know, I didn't know nothing about makeup, nothing about makeup. I hired a makeup artist to teach me how to do my makeup a month ago on Zoom. And I said, okay, I know nothing. I need you to start as if I'm like 10 years old and tell me what to buy, everything. Give me pictures and tell me where to go and buy this stuff. And I was like, we need to start from skincare and start all the way from the basics, right? A brain dump. I was like, I needed to know everything. And so when you're talking about a brain dump for you and your business, it's important to like lay it all out from simple to complicated. Because as you start creating a content plan, you're going to be servicing your client at different levels, right? If you are let's just say an Apple, you create Apple phones or whatever, right? Well, if somebody has had an iPhone forever, then when you're teaching them how to set up the iPhone 13 or whatever number we're at right now, when you teach them how to set it up and they have been a user forever, then the conversation you're having with them is drastically different from someone who's going from a Nokia. Nothing wrong with Nokia, but if you've always had a Nokia flip phone and you're going from a Nokia flip to an iPhone 13, there's a whole other way you got to talk to the person, right? And so your brain dump is designed to help you serve everybody that you're trying to serve with your content, okay? And then you want to now organize your content into bite-sized pieces. And what that means is that if you have 5 tips for marketing online, then turn it into 5 pieces of content that will be in 5 different videos. For example, if someone was to ask me, what are 5 tips you have for someone to build a business on TikTok? I have 5 tips. But instead of me having a video that has 5 tips about how to build a business on TikTok, I'm going to create 5 different videos. Right? And what that does, it gets this a 15-second video, this is 15 seconds, this is 15 seconds. And now guess what? The person that watched video number 1 knows that I have 5 tips and this is part 1. They're going to come back for all 5. Why? Because they want to learn all those things, right? And then for us as the content creators, we're not having to rack our brain and be a creative genius coming up with all these content ideas. You already have 5 tips for marketing online and you just turned it into 5 different videos. Okay. All right. The next thing that you want to do to create an amazing content plan is you want to spend at least 30 minutes per day on the TikTok For You page, which I told you guys earlier is the home feed, watching videos that can be replicated for your business. Now, why would you do that? Because this is going to give you creative content for your plan for years without having to be a creative genius. But why is that? Okay, this is something you want to understand about short video. So we as marketers, as business people, we're so used to that we have to come up with the most creative commercial, right? You know, Super Bowl Sunday, we see Budweiser and Nike and who else does it? Doritos and Mountain Dew do such a great job on Super Bowl Sunday, right? I mean, they kill it on Super Bowl Sunday. And we love those, right? And we know that Bud Light cannot imitate Doritos. Why? Because we're going to give Bud White some slack. We're just going to give it to them if they try to copy Doritos, right? So we're used to having to be creative and like come up with all these ideas, but that's not the case for TikTok and for short video. This is all about like, okay, being on the platform, seeing how the platform works, consuming content, understanding how the culture is working on the platform, and then taking an idea that you see and making it about your business, right? So there was There was this trend that was happening on TikTok last summer when we were all in quarantine. Everyone on TikTok understood this trend. I won't even tell you about it, right? And it was working well, and we all did videos about it. Well, suddenly I saw a video from Chipotle, and Chipotle took what was happening on the platform that had nothing to do with Chipotle. They took the trend and they used it to help sell Chipotle bowls. And when I saw that video, first of all, I was in shock watching them take what was already happening on the platform and use it to market their bowls. But it was smart, right? Then I think it was a couple of months ago, I saw Tropicana. You guys know Tropicana with the orange juice and the juice or whatever? Well, sometimes people on TikTok dance and do these fun trending dance. Well, I saw Tropicana, and they had bottles of Tropicana on the ground, and these popular content creators were dancing, and they were advertising their orange juice. And it was like, I was having all these moments of like, oh my God. And it's because they no longer have to be creative geniuses. Like when you come to the TikTok platform and through short form video isn't about who can be the most creative. It's about, here is a concept, and this concept is about X, Y, and Z. And people are using it in lots of different ways. It's about you with, let's say, credit restoration, or you're in real estate or commercial real estate. It's like, okay, how can I take this fun, creative idea that's happening on TikTok and actually make it about my business? Right? Like, how can I make it about my business? Like, I think it was last summer, there was this trend where people were dancing. Well, no, they weren't dancing. They were like, it was a sound that was on the platform, and people would get out of bed, like looking like they were fresh out of bed. And then within 5 seconds, they would change to having a whole full outfit, makeup, and everything. And I said to myself, this is trending right now. I'm not a makeup person. I'm a business person. How can I take that same trend and make it about my business and help it serve me and get me in front of the people that I want to get in front of? So I got fresh out of bed. I was wearing a Christmas onesie. I looked like I just got out of bed. And then the screen changed, and I was fully made up for only 1 second, right? And then the screen changed again. And I said, instead of me something, how about I help you earn $10,000 per month? And so because the sound was trending, the way that people were doing it was trending, when my video hit the For You page, people were waiting on me to do what everyone else did. And so they're watching my video. And when I said, I can help you get to $10,000 per month in your business, my video went viral, my comments went crazy, and my direct messages went crazy. And it just went kaboom on the platform. Why? Because it was part of the culture. I took what was happening with the culture and then changed it a little bit to match my business, right? That may sound complicated, and it's not. And this is why it's so important that when you're creating this content plan, that one of your things is every day, or you or your social media manager will spend 30 minutes a day on the platform just consuming content and seeing, how can I take this creative concept and turn it for my business? What will happen is that you will find yourself feeling so happy with your videos, because it's like, because we all know video marketing is taking over. It has been, and it's been doing it for quite some time, right? And so oftentimes we're like, how can I brand with the best line and this, and this, and I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that. But you will find that it's so much easier to create content for your business, your social media to create content, your marketing team to create content for your business, because of using this, like what's already working on the TikTok platform, okay? So once you or your social media manager has done the brain dump, has spent 30 minutes a day just on the TikTok platform, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna start saving content to your favorites, okay? Now listen, my favorites have hundreds of videos, right? Why? Because if you see a cool concept and you can see how you can take that and actually use it for your business, well, you want to save it. That way you're able to come back to it. Because sometimes you're not really able to shoot that video right then, right? But if you save it, then you're able to come back to it, all right? Now, lastly, you want to spend some time in TikTok's search section, okay? Now, this is where you are going to search for content that is similar to yours and save those videos to your favorites. Now, what do I mean by that? If you're in commercial real estate, or you're in fitness, or you have a nonprofit organization, or you're an attorney, you're a doctor, or you're a news station, or what have you, you're trying to figure out, I see what's happening on the For You page. I don't quite see how I can do what I do as a professional occupation, how I can do this here. Well, what you want to do is this. You want to go to TikTok's search page, right? It's really easy to find. When you're on TikTok, you just click on Discover at the bottom of the screen, and then the search page pops up. And in the top of the screen, all you do is you're going to write one word. You can write nonprofit. You can write financial. You can write fitness or commercial real estate or real estate agent, a doctor, lawyer, attorney. And once you type in one word or two, you're going to see hundreds of videos of people on the TikTok platform doing exactly what it is that you do. And that's going to give you creative content ideas that you can save to your favorites. You know, we have an immigration attorney who works with us. And at first she was very apprehensive about being on TikTok. And she was like, I want to be seen as professional. I'm very professional. I don't want to, get on here doing all this stuff. And we were like, you don't have to do that. So we started showing her how some of the other attorneys and immigration attorneys were marketing themselves on the TikTok platform. Well, she started to create content with us, and she posted one video. She came back to her office on Monday morning, and her team was going crazy. And she was like, what is wrong? What is going on with y'all? And they said, what did you do over the weekend? And she was like, I didn't do anything. What happened? And they were like, we got 120 calls to the office. What did you do? And she said, oh, I posted a TikTok video talking about immigration and helping people get, getting their green card. 120 calls, 15 of them turned into paid clients. 15 people from one TikTok video, professional video talking about immigration. Okay, we have a workers' compensation lawyer that works with us, and she was concerned as well. And we taught her how to teach on workers' compensation and all these different things, do brain dumping and all that. And she has just skyrocketed on the TikTok platform. Why? Because people are there to be entertained, but also her target audience is there. They may not be looking for immigration help or workers' compensation help, right? But her content gets sent to them. They watch the video, they like the video, they like her, they engage with her. Next thing you know, she's serving them and she's helping them with whatever they're dealing with.